How's it going, Twitch? My name is Skull, and on behalf of East Asia Soft, welcome to today's stream. Today is Sunday, which means that it's time for me to continue my playthrough of LoveKami Divinity Stage. There's a very good chance that today is actually going to be my final day of playing this particular game, because remember, there's 3 games in LoveKami Trilogy, which is why it's called Trilogy. And I think that this might be the final day that I play through this particular game. As long as we're only going for one ending. If we're going for more than one ending, then, well, we can keep playing this for a while, but I kind of like the idea of just playing through one ending for each of these games and having you guys pick up the games yourself to see the other endings if you're so interested. I think that that makes a lot of sense, in which case this is probably going to be the final day because we're probably going to see an ending today. That being said, I do have 2 other saves, as you can see, for if we want to choose the other 2 girls. But for now, we are coming to the finals with Kagura, trying to become a divine goddess on stage, I think. She had just said I'm here. Come on in. Ready for practice, Kagura came bounding into the shop. She looked as though she'd completely recovered from yesterday's incident. I'm trying to remember what yesterday's incident was. Evening, Dim. How are you doing? Okay, so for today I was thinking we should put together a new music video. It'd be a good way of showcasing your charms, don't you think? Wow, this game's going to end way sooner than I thought. Huh? Quit what? Oh, I see. In that case... Wait, what? I'm doing pretty good, Dim. Of course, had a good birthday Friday. I've been in VR for most of the weekend, going to a virtual Comic-Con, which has been awesome. Can't do it right now, obviously, because I'm streaming, but... Kagura laughed casually as she dropped the bomb. As for me, I could barely comprehend what was going on and had to ask again. What are you talking about? This is a joke, right? What? Why would you... The words caught in my throat as the realization hit me. Is this because of what you read online yesterday? All the people hating on her? Internet trolls are the worst. She has a home? Goddesses have a house? I told you it's not like that at all. And what about your promise with Shuri, that you'd take on the final round together? Don't say that. You're a match for Shuri any day. You can't let criticism like that get to you. It's not like you to give up so easily. Huh? Kagura shouted, nearly biting my head off in the process. Poor girl. Are you really serious about this?
たいと思ったのはなんとなく楽しそうだからってだけで、周囲みたいに本気で入りたかったわけじゃないから。
You're lying.
嘘じゃないよ。私は今まで通りバイト先のステージでイベントしたり、ネットでアイドル活動できれば十分なんだ。
I shook my head. I just couldn't accept this. It's not. You know it's not. You wanted to join L7 just as much as Shuri does, maybe even more.
なんでそんなことがヤマトにわかるの
？Because I've been right here beside you the whole time. I'd spent so long watching Kagura train that I could tell that she was always striving forward, working her hardest to be worthy of L7.
分かってない。ヤマトは私のこと何にも分かってないよ。
Huh? Hey, Kagura! Kagura abruptly turned her back to me and ran right out the door. Without stopping to think, I dashed after her. Wonder if she's going through something else. Where could she have run off to? Damn. I managed to chase her into the center of town, but lost sight of her after that. With so many people around, there was no way I would find her. I guess I could try calling her. She probably wouldn't answer, but I called Kagura's cell just in case. She's not picking up. Of course she wasn't. What had I expected? Realizing it was no use, I decided to hang up. What next? Obviously, I couldn't just leave her like this. Kagura and I had worked so hard together. We were like partners. I can't afford to sit around wasting time. I had to find Kagura, and fast. But I couldn't just run around searching randomly. Think. Where would she go? Off the top of my head, I could only think of the cafe where she worked, or my family's store. Obviously, she wouldn't be in either of those places at a time like this. That only leaves one other option. I decided to take action. There was somewhere else Kagura might be. In case of emergencies, she had given me her home address. Yep, she has a house, or at least an apartment. Here I am. It was a pretty long walk from Akiba, but I eventually arrived at Kagura's apartment. A totally normal-looking building. No one would have ever guessed a goddess lived here. But this was the place, assuming she'd given me the right address. Now I just have to find her apartment. Finding myself outside Kagura's door, I took a deep breath. I knocked hard, making sure she'd definitely hear it if she was inside. Kagura, are you there? It's me, Yamato! I yelled through the door, but there was no reply. I doubt she was in any mood to talk to me, though. But then an idea came to me. I called her cell. Through the door, I heard the sound of not only Kagura's ringtone, but also a surprised cry. That's some 200 IQ movement right there, wow. My boy Yamato, man, he's actually a closet genius. I'd been right, it was Kagura's voice. There was the sound of someone moving around, then the ringtone stopped. Kagura, you're in there, right? Don't try and pretend you're not. I heard your voice just now. Look, I know you're there. Please answer me. It's just a kitty cat. That's not fooling anyone. That was Kagura's voice, no doubt about it. She didn't really think I'd fall for that, did she? Poor girl. Definitely going through something. I want to talk to you. Why else would I be here?
私はヤマトと話すことなんて何もないもん。
Well, then just listen, okay? You know, I can't just accept that you'd give up on the audition like that.
どうして？ヤマトには関係ないじゃない。これは私の問題なんだから放っておいて。
I can't do that either. It's not only your problem, you know. There was still a door between us, but I responded firmly. You're the one who asked me to help you after all. It's not really fair to rope me into this, then say it's got nothing to do with me, right? Don't get me wrong, I didn't come here to give you a guilt trip. It's just, I don't want you to give up this easily.
どうして？
When I first teamed up with Kagura and Shuri, I was mainly just going with the flow. But after spending so much time together, a new ambition was taking root in my heart. She was always so positive and honest. I just wanted to help her dreams come true. At some point, helping Kagura had become my heart's fondest desire. Because you're more qualified to be an idol than anyone else.
なんでヤマトにそんなことがわかるの？
I don't think. I know it. There's no way I couldn't, after working with you for so long. I'd said the same thing before, and I still meant it. Kagura had the potential to become a superstar, and I knew it. She had what the others needed, that amazing raw talent to become an idol. I'll say it loud and proud as many times as it takes to get through to you. You're more qualified to be an idol than anyone I know, Kagura. There's one more thing I want you to remember. You're not alone in this. For what it's worth, I'll always be here for you if you need me. I packed all my passion I had into those words. I imagined how Kagura looked when she was dancing, so full of joy and life. I wished more people could see her dance like that. I wanted her to realize, because
なんでそこまで私のためにしてくれるの？
because I like you. Not just as an idol or a goddess, but as a girl. I like you, Kagura. Well, the cat was out of the bag now. Those feelings had come welling up from the depths of my heart. Even if she hadn't been a goddess, I knew Kagura would know how I felt. In silence, I waited for some kind of response. I was prepared to stand there in front of her door until she was ready to speak to me again. Oh! The door of her apartment slowly opened right before my eyes, and finally Kagura showed her face. Kagura! She stepped out of her room, giggling bashfully as she looked at me. Whew! I was getting ready to wait out here all night.
ごめんね、ヤマト。私
It's okay. More importantly, about the audition, do you still want to quit?
もう大丈夫。
So, you mean...
私もう一度頑張ってみるよ。
Are you sure?
ヤマトがあそこまで言ってくれたんだもん。それで諦めたりしたら神様じゃないよ。
Kagura shot me a smile. It was the same bright, cheery smile I'd grown to know and love. Good. I had a feeling you'd feel that way.
ありがとう、ヤマト。
Arigato, Yamato. It's alliteration.
あなたのおかげで私元気が出たよ。でも神様なのに元気をもらっているようじゃダメだよね。
Everyone needs someone to turn to now and then, even goddesses. We all go through hard times, sad times. There's nothing wrong with supporting each other.
そうだね。本当にありがとう。
No problem. I'm happy to help you out anytime.
私そんなヤマトのおかげで大事なことを思い出すことができたの。
What's that?
そう私いっぱいの人を笑顔にしたい。
That's right. That's why she wanted to do this.
そのためにアイドルになりたかったんだって。
Kagura's smile was truly dazzling now. Seeing it made me more sure than ever that I was right. Kagura had the potential to rise to the top of the idol world. Higher than Shuri, even higher than L7.
私心を入れ替えて頑張るよ。だから改めてよろしくね。
It's good to have you back. Let's get to it! I doubt I could have felt happier giving my response to Kagura. It was a brand new start for Kagura and me. A brand new start.
おはようヤマト。
Morning.
今日もよろしくね。
You sure are in a good mood. You came all the way here in your goddess outfit?
心機一転頑張ろうと思って。
Kagura clenched her fists, brimming with enthusiasm. I was worried for a while when she wanted to quit, but she'd completely regained her confidence now. She was acting the same as always. Exactly the same.
何？ヤマトったら人の顔をじっと見たりして。
What a boy. Huh? Sorry. It's nothing.
変なの？
Kagura just laughed it off with a shrug. You think yesterday never happened? I know I didn't do it with a lot of flair, but I did tell her I liked her. Did she not understand what I meant? Or maybe she did and was just ignoring it on purpose. The best thing would be to ask her where she stood and get it all out in the open. But then again, wouldn't that kind of discussion distract her from preparing for the audition? But we couldn't just leave things as they were now.
ねえねえヤマト。
Oh, I mean, yes?
そんなに驚かなくてもいいじゃない。
Sorry, I was just thinking. Never mind. What's up?
ね、ちょっと聞きたいことがあるの。
There is?
うん。
Kagura nodded and fixed her gaze on me. Her eyes seemed to smolder with some hidden emotion, and I felt my pulse start to quicken. So, what is it? Need to go over something in the training itinerary again?
そうじゃなくて、私昨日からなんだか変なの。
Define weird. Weird? Weird how?
ヤマトが私のこと好きって言ってくれたでしょ。
Yeah, I don't think she was going to let that pass.
それからなんだかずっと胸がドキドキしてるんだ。
We remember Doki Doki. It's the feeling of your heartbeat. It's like thump thump. Kagura's cheeks had started to go red just a little. So my feelings got through to her after all?
ヤマトがそばにいると気持ちが落ち着かなくて ふわふわして私こんな気持ちになるの初めてなの。ねえ、ヤマトは私のこと好きって言ってくれたよね。
Yeah, huh?
あれってどういう意味の好き？
Well, Kagura was looking straight at me. My heart was hammering so fast it felt like it might burst. I meant it in a romantic way. I guess you could say I was asking you out. This time I was leaving no room for doubt. After coming this far, I wasn't about to back down. This is a very brave man.
そうなんだね。
And how do you feel about me, Kagura?
私は
Kagura stopped to think about it. My heart started to beat even faster. Whatever her answer, things would probably be different between us from now on. I'd already gone and taken the first step.
ヤマトのこと好きだよ。うん。私はヤマトのこと好き。大好き。そうだったんだ。
Whoa, Kagura! I nearly fell backwards as Kagura jumped forward and hugged me tight. Somehow I managed to wrap my own arms around her. I felt the familiar sensation of something soft.
これが好きって気持ちなんだね。すごくドキドキする。
It sure is. Kagura's chest was pressed so close to me that I could feel her heartbeat. My pulse was just as fast, maybe even more so.
でもちっとも嫌な気持ちじゃないの。むしろもっとドキドキしたくなっちゃう。
I think I know a way we can do that. Want to give it a try?
本当？試してみたい。
Kagura looked at me in innocent wonder. Maybe not completely innocent. Or was I just imagining that she seemed to be expecting something? Let me know if you don't like it. I'll stop.
わかった。でもヤマトならきっと大丈夫だよ。
Just hearing that made me happy. I gently cradled Kagura's face in my hand. She sighed lightly as my fingers brushed her cheek. During that brief pause, I took in Kagura's beauty all over again. Wow. The longer I stopped to think about it, the more nervous I got.
どうしたの？ヤマト。私の顔じーっと見たりして。
I was just thinking about how beautiful you are. You sure you want to go out with someone like me?
なんかじゃないよ。ヤマトがいいの。
Driving home her point, Kagura squeezed me even tighter. This is so wholesome! This is so cute! I love it! She looked up at me with a dazzling smile.
嬉しいことも楽しいこともドキドキすることも全部ヤマトと一緒がいいな。
That sounds great. I feel the same. The love I was feeling for Kagura spread all throughout my heart. I couldn't wait for us to get to know each other even better. This was going to be great. I love you, Kagura. I really, really do.
ヤマト。
I moved my face closer to Kagura's. She leaned in too, and our lips softly met. That was so cute! That was adorable. I loved that. And now we're in his bedroom. Wholesome is gone. What's up? You're kind of frisky today. Kagura was gently rubbing her face against me. The sensation of her soft skin on mine was really nice. Daisuki dayo? Is that how you say I love you? Daisuki dayo? That's exactly what it means. Daisuki dayo. I'll try and remember that. Daisuki dayo. What's the difference between that and aishiteru? Huh. Thanks. Same here. Yes. I love you. She rubbed against me more enthusiastically. She was acting as if she were a cat, but I guess this was her way of showing affection. Let me make sure. Aishiteru. 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 This thing thinks that I'm saying itoshiteru. I'm saying aishiteru. Aishiteru. Whatever. Daisuke. Anyway. She was acting as if she were a cat, but I guess this was her way of showing affection. You bet we are. I asked her out, she accepted, and now we were together. That sounded about right. Yeah, I'm having fun too. I spoke my feelings openly and honestly. Just like Kagura, I was so happy I felt like my heart had sprouted wings. And we have completely forgotten that we need to be practicing on our dance moves for the audition. Because we are, Dim. It's a short game if you only do one path. A request? What is it? That was some pretty loud thunder. If the stream suddenly ends, you know why. Uh-huh. She was right. In 2 days, the final audition would be over. A stage had been prepared in the middle of Akiba. They were going to end this project with plenty of style and spectacle. A date? When? Tomorrow? That's pretty sudden. But it's right before the big day. Wouldn't it be better to use that time to prepare? Oh, damn, there was one visual novel I played that was, like, from beginning to end was just one day. I was kind of surprised at that. I don't remember what it was. It was a very simple one that we released on PlayStation. But yeah, I read through the whole thing in a single day, like, not even a full hour and a half. It was really short. So, this being this short, I guess isn't that big of a deal. Plus, you do get 3 endings, so you can pad a 4-hour game out into 6 hours. If you want to go for completion and first of 3 games. So, I don't know, to me it's fully justifiable. Games don't need to be long. Just my opinion. Actually, she does have a point. Kagura waggled her finger at me from side to side. She smiled at me in the cutest way the whole time.
きっと忙しくなって簡単にデートなんてできなくなると思うの。
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, you're right, Dim. These VNs do take a lot longer when I go through them because I read it all out loud. And of course, take pauses like now to talk to you guys.
だからそうなる前に今のうちにデートしておきたいなって。それにオーディションの前にしておきたいこともあるし。
Good night, everybody. Oh? What's that?
そんなに大したことじゃないから気にしないで。とにかくお願い、神様、ヤマト様、この通り。
You're supposed to be the goddess around here. I decided to let that point slip, though. The idea of this date must mean a lot to Kagura, with the way she kept insisting on it.
それともヤマトは私とはデートしたくない？
No, of course I want to. Okay, you win. Let's go out and enjoy ourselves. Kagura started leaping and bounding across the room in celebration. And man, did all that movement make sure her breasts bounce about nicely.
ああ、ヤマト、おっぱい見てる。
That's not what I was looking. I swear.
嘘ばっかり。フリュリ。
What? Kagura thrust her ample chest toward me. That soft yet firm sensation right up against me.
デートの約束忘れないでね。
She laughed happily. She really knew which buttons to push to tease me. But this wasn't bad. In fact, I was enjoying our time together. We'd better work out where we're going to go then.
なんだかワクワクしてきちゃった。
After a little more teasing and being teased, Kagura and I worked out a plan for our first big date. It's almost time. I was talking to myself as I checked my watch. Kagura had begged me to go on a date right away, so we were supposed to meet up after school. It was almost time, but she still wasn't there. There she is. Huh? A pain suddenly ran through my body. Through my hip, to be exact. I looked around in a panic.
待った？
There's that thunder again. Jeez, Kagura, don't surprise me like that.
普通に声をかけたんじゃ面白くないかなと思って。
Nope, I would have to disagree.
そうかな。
Just take it easy next time, okay?
了解。
She responded quite cheerfully. Was she really even listening? Judging by the look on her face, I'd say no.
それにしても相変わらず秋葉は人と神様でいっぱいだね。こんなにいっぱいいろんな人がいたら私なんて全然目立たないね。
She said it with a smile on her face, but she couldn't have been more wrong. Akiba might have been filled with goddesses, but she still drew a lot of attention. I'm guessing for two particular reasons. No, I think you still stand out quite a bit.
そうかな。
Yep. You're just too adorable. Shoot. Here I go again. Just speaking without thinking.
嬉しいこと言ってくれるじゃないか、こいつ。
Oh, no, it's just lots of people here today, huh?
ああ、ごまかしてる。
She lashed onto my arm as she spoke. As she did, her busty bosom pressed into my elbow. Hey, your chest is...
サービスだよ、サービス。嬉しいでしょ？うりうり。
She looked like she was having fun rubbing her goods on me. If I had to say whether I liked it or not, I'd have to say yes.
さてヤマトにサービスしたところでそろそろ行こうか。
That's a French restaurant. That's interesting. Hey, don't pull.
ほら早く早く。
She vigorously tugged at my arm, excited to get going. And so it was that our first date got off to an exciting sort of start. Exciting in more ways than one. Aw, she looks so happy. Are you sure you just want to go to Akiba, though?
何なの？
Well, for our date. You sure you didn't want to go somewhere else? We could have gone to a theme park. Or the movies. Also... Is the riding... Is the riding in euros? It's French riding and it's in euros. Did they... What in the world? Okay. We could have gone to the theme parks or the movies. Akiba wasn't a bad place, but it wasn't exactly a great date spot.
それなら気にしないで。私は秋葉が良かったの。
Act...
ううん。今日だけは秋葉じゃなくちゃダメだから。
Well, what do you mean?
気にしないで。こっちの話。せっかくのデートなんだから今は楽しもう。
She is going to do something. Alright, fine. This date was her idea anyway. This was all for her, so the details didn't matter.
ほら見て見て、ヤマト。メイドさんがチラシ配ってるよ。
You're right, but that's not really all that uncommon. In fact, here in Akiba, at least, it was more common than anything. I guess it would be something exciting just about anywhere else, though. That fact that we have goddesses wandering around seemed infinitely more incredible.
どこのメイド喫茶の子だろう。それとも神様喫茶かな。
Who knows?
ヤマトってああいうお店大好きなんでしょ？
Hold on for a sec, when did I ever say that?
だってヤマトと私が初めて会ったのって神様喫茶だったじゃない。
Good point. Oh, yeah. I guess you're right. I had just finished up some errands that day, saw Shuri performing on the street, and found myself taking interest. Then I saw there was a cafe putting on live shows, and I decided to check it out. That was all quite the shock.
どうして？私があまりに魅力的だったから？
No, it's just that all of a sudden you started stripping down on stage.
そんなこともあったよね。
I don't think it's something to just laugh about. Let's just make sure you don't start stripping during the final audition, okay?
はいはい、分かってるってば。ヤマトは心配性だな。
I was pretty sure she would be okay, but still, she had a tendency to undress when excited.
私の裸を見せるのはもうヤマトだけだから安心して。
You do know that's not what I'm worried about here, right?
じゃあヤマトは私の裸が他の人に見られちゃってもいいの？
No.
でしょ？素直になりたまえよ。
She latched onto my arm again as she spoke. Looking at the smile she had on her face, I couldn't say any more.
でもなんだかあれからすごく時間が経ったような気がするね。
Yeah, we've been through a lot, huh? Kagura and Shuri had teamed up just because of some random idea I'd had. We'd had our share of bumps along the way, but hard work got us through the preliminaries. And now here we were, just one day before the final audition. I wasn't sure what to do when you checked the online rankings and said you'd drop out. No, I'm not mad. But it's a good thing you kept at it, right?
ほんとヤマトの言う通りだったよ。
I thought back on everything we had done so far. We'd put a lot of effort into our online activities and had ended up with tons more fans. People weren't posting saying how she was just dim-witted Cotton Eye Candy or anymore. Now they just talked about how incredibly cool she was and how sexy her dancing was. Still though, we wanted a bit more than just that.
あと少しでオーディション最終日なんだね。
She muttered to herself. It seemed like we were thinking the same thing. You nervous?
不安じゃないって言ったら嘘になるけど、私は私にできることをするだけだから。
She started to smile again. I knew she had to be feeling the pressure at least a bit. After spending all this time with her, I saw how humans and goddesses were alike in those ways. I know it doesn't sound like much, but I believe in you, Kagura.
ありがとう、ヤマト。
I really wished I had something better to say to her. I was really upset with myself for not finding the right words. I just wanted to say something, anything that would boost her morale. Yeah?
間違っていたらすみません。ひょっとして神楽さんじゃないですか？
Some girl came up to us out of the blue, looking quite nervous. But Kagura seemed to think nothing of it.
私？そうだよ。やっぱり。
Why was this girl coming up to her like this? Had she seen Kagura stuff online or during the auditions or something?
その。
She looked like she was struggling to speak. Hold on. Was this girl going to criticize Kagura's performances?
実はですね。
Hey!
私、神楽さんのファンなんです。
Huh?
本当嬉しいな。よかったら拍手してください。もちろんいいよ。はい。
And this fangirl is never going to wash that hand again.
ありがとうございます。
Kagura offered out her hand, and the girl shook it with vigor. I guess I had just been imagining things.
オーディション絶対神楽さんに投票するから頑張ってください。ありがとう。よろしくね。それじゃ急に声をかけたりしてすみませんでした。
She seemed quite excited as she said this, nodded an apology again, and made her way off. Well, look at you! So famous you're getting noticed on the streets.
そんなことないよ。たまたまだよ。たまたまでも女の子のファンがいたなんて嬉しいな。
What had I been worrying about? She seemed super pleased. I should have expected no less from a goddess, but it was Kagura after all.
おい、あそこにいるのってカグラちゃんじゃないか？
カグラ？誰？
ほら、L7 の予選オーディションに合格した。
あのエロだ。
バカ！確かにエロいけど、あの子はそれだけじゃないんだぞ。ダンスはめちゃくちゃいいし、最近は歌だって頑張ってるんだからな。
落ち着けよ。そんな大きな声出すなって。
A couple of boys nearby seemed to be super excited over something. Hey, you think those people over there are your fans too?
なんだかそうっぽいね。
うわぁ、どうしよう。声かけてみようかな。
そこまで好きなら声かけてみようみたいな。
でも、僕みたいだし、ダメか？
俺に言われても。
Fan B is all like, just leave me out of this, bro.
おーい、君たち。
うわぁ、向こうから来たぞ。
As she graced us with her presence.
おい、どうすんだよ。
And now Fan B wants in on it.
って、なんでお前までテンパってるんだよ。
だ ちゃファンだし。
I think he said the word baka earlier. I think that applies. Baka.
何？
もしかして君たち私のファンだったりする？
はい、そうです。
いつもかぐれちゃんのダンスネットで見させてもらってます。
ありがとう。そんなに緊張しなくても大丈夫だよ。
That was certainly out of the question. Any idol fan would be beside themselves if the idol they adored suddenly approached them. But that was one of the great things about Kagura. She always acted so normal despite it all.
サインとかお願いしてもいいですか？
もちろん。何か書くものはある？
あ、俺1000円持ってます。
ナイス。この T シャツに書いてもらえますか？
俺も。
はいはい、順番にね。
Kagura took her time and signed their t-shirts in order. They seemed beyond pleased and continued thanking her and again before taking off.
ごめん、ヤマト。お待たせ。
No worries. Still though, you're getting pretty famous.
だからたまたまだよ。
She laughed it off, blushing, but I knew I was right. Akiba was a place packed with people and goddesses alike. It was just way too likely that someone would happen to notice her out in this crowd. And as if to prove as much,
やば、もしかしなくてもかぐらちゃん？
それってあの L7 の予選オーディション突破した？
and just like that, fan after fan kept picking her out of the crowd. And we never did get to go home and go to bed. Some say she's still there with fans asking for her autograph. Well, that was something. I tried to change the subject after she had spent so much time handling fans. By the time things finally settled down, it was already getting dark.
まさかあんなに声をかけられるとは思わなかったよ。
It's just proof that your hard work up till now is paying off.
そうだったらすごく嬉しいな。でも私だけの力じゃないよ。ヤマトが協力してくれたおかげ。
She spoke with a smile on her face. I have to say, I was genuinely happy to hear her say something like that. No. This is all you and your charm. I'd say this should have be enough of a boost to help you through the end of auditions, huh?
そうだね。やっぱり秋葉に来てよかった。ねえヤマト、最後に一つだけどうしても行きたいところがあるんだけど、いいかな？
Not at all. Where are we headed?
それはね、ついてきてくれればわかるよ。
And with that, she started off. I just did as she said and followed along. This is
明日のオーディション最終日のステージだよ。
right before our eyes was the special stage set up just for the finals. This was where the goddesses would make their final claim at stardom.
あのね、ヤマト、私が秋葉をデート先に選んだのには理由があるの。もちろんヤマトとデートしたいと思ったのは本当。でもそれ以外にもう一度自分の気持ちを確かめたかった。
Your feelings about?
なんで私はアイドルになろうと思ったのか。最後のオーディションの前にどうしてもその気持ちを確かめたかったんだ。
She kept her eyes on the stage as she spoke. I just stayed quiet, listening.
この街が私にとってアイドルの始まりの場所だから。私初めてこの街を見た時、なんて素敵な街なんだろうって思ったの。
Why?
だって神様も人もみんなと なの笑顔を見た瞬間思ったんだ。もっともっとみんなのことを楽しませてあげたい、笑顔にしてあげたいって。
So you decided to become an idol.
そう、ちょうどその時大きなモニタで L7 のライブが流れてたの。
Wow, what a coincidence.
それを見ているみんなは目をキラキラと輝かせていて、とても素敵な笑顔で、私もあの人たちみたいになろうって決めたんだ。
Her eyes were shining too as she spoke. Even her voice grew excited.
だからその時の気持ちを思い出したくて、どうしても秋葉に来たかったの。
So that's what all this was about, huh?
ごめんね、せっかくのデートだったのにちゃんとできなくて。
Don't worry about it. I'm always here for you, no matter what. As long as you're working hard for it, I'll support you every step of the way.
私、明日全力で頑張るから。みんなを笑顔にできるような、そんなアイドルになるために。
I'm sure you'll make it. I couldn't say anything more than that. But it didn't matter because meeting up with fans today was enough to make her shine. All the hard work that we'd put in seemed to have reached people at last.
よーし、明日は絶対合格。頑張っていこう。
That's the spirit. I raised my hands as I cheered her on.
ヤマト、気合入ってる。
Of course! Excitement is the key ingredient for this stuff.
その通り。
The two of us finally had a good laugh with each other. We were both more than pumped. Heading out to Akiba was a good idea after all. And absolutely what we needed. Okay, I guess we're coming up to the final audition. Let's see how Kagura does. Okay, but why this then?
だって明日はオーディション最終日でしょ。一人でいるのは不安なんだもん。
On our way home from our date, she suddenly asked me if she could spend the night. I didn't have any real reason to say no, and was more than happy to have her. But... okay, that's all fine and good, but do you need to cling to me?
今日はそんなにイチャイチャできなかったから、その分を取り返してるんだ。
She explained herself briefly as she came in for more kisses.
それともひょっとしてヤマトは私とイチャイチャするの？
Of course I do. I responded in record time. Well, I guess I'd be like, of course I do! If we were really being honest, I'd have asked for more. Alright then, you asked for it. Now I'm gonna go all out. The night had drawn on, and Kagura was asleep in preparation for the next day. I hugged her and drew her in as she called out my name. When we woke, it would be the last day of the audition. I made sure to hug her ever so gently, hoping she could see even better dreams. Good luck, Kagura. No matter how much you try, you can never stop the flow of time, whether you're a human or a goddess. Yeah, it's become very unclear what exactly her goddess powers are. We know Sarah's goddess powers is instantly changing her clothes, but Shuri and Kagura can not do either of those, so we have absolutely no idea what her actual goddess powers are. And so there we were, finally at that decisive moment. Relax, you'll be fine. She was almost frozen in fear in front of me, so I tried to reassure her. We were in an area that was actually closed off to anyone but participants and staff. But Kagura had begged and pleaded until they let me back there too.
ちょっと
Come on, Kagura, get a hold of yourself. You're going to go out there and put bright, shining faces on it, smiles on everyone's face, right? Bright, shining faces. So we should be seeing Shuri and Sarah back here too, right? It's backstage with everyone.
わかってるよ。でもそれと緊張するのは別なの。
I guess it was a bit of a stretch, hoping I could just talk her out of her anxiety. Meanwhile, as she stood about worrying, a familiar face had taken the stage. Hey, Kagura, look! It's Shuri's turn!
本当だ。
I could practically feel how focused Kagura was as soon as Shuri got on stage. She had her eyes locked on her, trying not to miss a single movement. I had my eyes set on her too. She used to be part of our team, and now here she was as our rival.
シュリ、頑張って。
Kagura whispered her cheer for her. They might be rivals here, but that didn't matter to her. She would cheer Shuri on nonetheless. That's just how Kagura was. And then Shuri's performance started.
皆さんこんにちは。必勝点シュリです。今日私は自分にできる最高のパフォーマンスをします。でも明日になったらもっと最高の、明後日になったらもっともっと最高の、そんな成長する私を見てみたいと思った人はぜひ応援の方をよろしくお願いします。
That is actually a really strong opener. Man,
それじゃあ行きます。
that is a really strong opener. The curtains pulled away, Shuri took a deep breath and started singing right along with the music. Her voice was clear and beautiful and washed over the audience. It was like a wave of music. She had a powerful voice that drew people in. I heard Kagura breathe a soft sigh in awe. And I knew just how she felt. We were witnessing just how hard Shuri had worked on her own after the duo had split. All the effort she'd poured in was right there in her song. We stood there with our eyes locked on her right up until she finished her performance. As soon as she finished, the whole venue broke into applause. This was how far Shuri had come. To be honest, she shone brighter than any contestant. And she walked straight toward us. Hey, good work out there.
すごかったよ、シュリ。
Kagura was still all excited and clapping. Shuri wiped the sweat from her brow before speaking.
ライバルをそんな風に褒めるなんて随分と余裕なのね。全然そんなことないよ。私はただシュリのパフォーマンス本当にすごく良かったって思っただけだもん。
Are they going to make up now? We kind of parted on not so nice terms, so maybe this is where it all gets better.
まったくあなたらしいというか、なんというか。
Yep. Despite the way that she grimaced, you could tell she wasn't disappointed.
次はあなたの番ね。気の抜けたパフォーマンスを見せたら承知しないだから。大丈夫。シュリのパフォーマンスを見ていたらバッチリ気合が入った。だからシュリもちゃんと私のこと見ててね。もちろんそのつもりよ。じゃあ行ってくるね。
She's up next. Go get him, Kagura. Don't forget to make everyone smile.
分かってる。ありがとう、ヤマト。
None of the worry from a moment ago was left in her as she took off for the stage. Shuri's performance actually gave her just the motivation she needed. The two of them were just the perfect rivals, pushing each other further and further.
まずカグラだよ。みんなハロハロー。
She took to the stage, both hands waving widely as she stood dead center. Meanwhile, I felt like my heart was ready to burst right through my chest. This was the day we had worked so hard towards for a long time. Win or lose, sink or swim, this was where it would all happen. Go get him, Kagura. I couldn't do anything but cheer now. But I felt like my feelings would somehow still empower her.
私難しいことはよくわからないけどみんなに楽しんでもらえたらって思います精一杯踊って歌っちゃうからみんな最後までついてきてねそれじゃいっくよ
She kicked off her dance to a song that just perfectly matched her upbeat mood. She put her absolute everything into that dance, showing off everything she had. It was definitely a dance that could give Shuri's performance a run for its money.
どんどんテンション上げていこうもっともっと盛り上がっていい感じ
She shone on that stage with a real bright smile on her face as she danced. And not merely as a Wakamitama of Ame no Uzume either. She was out there as herself, performing as Kagura Amanuzu. Before I knew it, the entire audience had taken up the rhythm of her voice, of her song. Everyone, man, woman, young and old, seemed to be having so much fun. This was the kind of power Kagura had. She made a huge jump, and as she did, she let her Jinriki go, releasing a brilliant light that flooded the stage. It was quite the spectacle. As the divine light shone down, the audience went wild. It was a spectacular finish like no one had seen before. See, here she says "aishiteru." So I don't know. She waved wildly again as she said her thanks to everyone. I did my best to fight back tears of joy. Her performance was one for smiles, not tears. So I gave her the greatest applause I could with a huge smile on my face. I was so happy for her. As her friend, as her boyfriend, and also as one of her fans. Was that it? Okay, that was an abrupt ending, all right. So who won? Maybe there's a post-credit scene or something. This is a fun little song, though. Wanna bet there's a secret ending once you've completed all three of them? I don't know. Maybe it's clarified in the further two games, because this is the first of three. This is a fun little song, though. Color of Dreams. Start line, Color of Spring. Color of Two Hearts, Color of Rainbows. I guess it depends on which ending you get. Not sure the other games even have the same main characters. That's possible. That's actually pretty likely. So let's see, it took me about 5 hours to play through this. With all the pauses and with all of the talking, you know, out loud for everything, so. That sounds about right for this game. That was about what I was expecting. I was expecting 6, but, you know, 5, no big deal. So clearly the game encourages you to get all 3 endings just to see what all's going on with Shuri and Sarah. Like, the last we saw Sarah, literally, she was saying she was retiring. The last we saw Shuri before the performance, she said she was just going to go off and do her own thing. So, maybe the game leaves it up to interpretation what happens. Maybe there is a secret ending if you finish all 3 of them, although I think I would have seen that in my research of this game. So, but yeah, as far as the other 2 endings go, if you guys want to see what the other 2 endings are, get the game, figure it out for yourself. This is such a fun little song, though. I choose to believe that Kagura got picked because of that performance that she gave. That she really did outshine Shuri. That's what I choose to believe. Moe novel makes such good visual novels. That's a save. Oh, we do get a post-credits. She got in! All right, no open ending for you, Dim. Oh, they finally bought her some underwear. Garbed in her L7 outfit, Kagura was dancing on the screen before me, a big smile on her face. That's right, she did it. She aced the final audition. And it wasn't just that she passed. Her spectacular show of skill had earned her the place of the group's center spot. She filled the spot left when Sarah quit and was now a brand new superstar idol. I'm so happy for her. I'm so happy for her. At her calls, all the fans let out whoops and hollers, cheering for her. It was hard to even recall the days when she had once worked in a goddess cafe in Akiba. I feel like you're getting farther and farther away from me. She laughed off my worries. When I looked at her, she was smiling back at me. Yeah, I know. But it was the first bit of spare time we had together since she joined L7. That's why we had snuck away on a bit of a secret date. Still though, you've really become something. A real deal idol. That's what made her perfect for it. It's all natural to her. She doesn't have to fake it. It's all real. That's just like you. That just means you've always been good enough right from the start.
そう言ってくれるのもヤマトだけだよ。もっとたくさんの人に笑顔になってもらうためにも、もっともっと頑張らなくちゃ。それに、シュリには絶対負けたくないし。
She said this with an extra bit of oomph to her words. Even Shuri had managed to make her way into L7. The performance she displayed had been equally as spectacular. Well, who did she have to kick out to make that happen? The judges probably all thought it would be a waste to turn her away after that. But aren't you glad about it all? The fact that you two can perform together again?
これでみんなのこといっぱい楽しませてあげることができるよ。
Well, that's a happy ending. Really, Kagura's dream was not simply to get in as a member of L7. What she really wanted was to work together with Shuri again. I'll be here for you all the way.
ありがとう。よろしくね、ヤマト。
I didn't even mind that this bright, smiling face of hers was no longer just mine to enjoy. If she was happy, I was happy. I would do anything to put a smile on that face of hers.
でも、今日はアイドルのお仕事は一旦お休み。今だけはヤマトの恋人のただの神楽だよ。
She gave me a cute little wink. She was a goddess, an idol, and my girlfriend. And I knew I wanted to be there for her through it all. As her fan, and as her boyfriend. Well, I mean, it's predictable, but at least it wasn't open-ended, Tim. You know, you wanted this. There we go. Make sure that that's saved. It did not save. Wait. Why does it say new? Yeah, that actually didn't save. Interesting. Why does that say new? That's interesting. Anyway. Well, that was LoveKami Divinity stage. We got the Kagura ending. There's still the Sarah and the Shuri endings. Pick up the game and see it for yourself. That was game 1 of LoveKami Trilogy. It looks like next up is going to be Useless Goddess and finally Healing Harem. So, I'll be back next Sunday to begin my playthrough of LoveKami Useless Goddess. Alright, so thanks, Dim, for being here. Shout out to the lurkers and shout out to everyone watching this on YouTube afterwards. Well, then we would find out going through her ending. So, I don't know what I'll be playing on Tuesday, but I'll be back on Tuesday. Until then, on behalf of East Asia Soft, I have been Skull. Have yourselves a great day and a great week, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.